A very good evening, everyone. Today, as a part of day 8 of learning basics of deep learning, so let's explore about error handling. So in Python, we use try and except, which are important features that helps us to handle errors and prevent our programs from crashing unexpectedly. So let's talk about what is try and except. Let's talk about some introduction. So in Python, errors can interrupt a program's execution. So to avoid these errors, Python provides try and except blocks. When an error occurs inside the try block, the control immediately jumps to the except block, allowing the program to continue running smoothly without any crashing the program. So let's see an example here. The code shows try is equal try x is equals to 3 by 0 print x, except it can print an exception occurred here. So we can see 3 by 0, we do not have any output here. So the code inside try causes a division by 0 error. Instead of crashing, the except block handles it gracefully and produces an output of an exception occurred. Let's see try except in Python. Let's see some syntax which we can implement in Python. So here is the syntax. Try what are the commands or instructions you have to give, and except executed if an error occurs. So if try block is not correct or it cannot implement, then it goes to the except block. So let's see why do we need try and except blocks. So the importance of try and except blocks are it prevents crashes due to runtime errors. So one of the main problems we can see in errors are runtime errors. So the try and except blocks can prevent causing runtime errors. It can handle specific errors like division by 0, missing files, file not found, etc. So it makes programs more reliable and user friendly, allows us to show custom error messages. So when we want to show the error message, it can only show as per our requirement, rather than we can give a comment unless we don't know about the error. So let's see how try and except block works. The code inside the try block runs first. If no error occurs, except is skipped, which is known to be run or continue the program. It will end the program by executing the try block. If an error occurs, the try part stops immediately and except runs. So if the error isn't handled, the program stops execution. If there is no execution of try and except blocks, then only the program stops its execution. Now let's know about some exception errors in Python. The first one is IO error, which means if the file cannot be opened, if the file does not find its location. And the second one is keyboard interrupt. User interrupted the program because of any required user key is pressed by the user, or any spelling mistakes that we can uh, see in this. And next one is value error. Invalid values are passed. So as we know, some of the values are built-in values like pi value 22.22 by 7. If you have entered the uh, constant value as invalid, then the value error occurs. And next one is off error. If which is which is means no data to read, end of file. So there is no data in the file you have created, so the file is going to be end, then nothing to read in the file. Next one is importer. If it is unable to find the modules to save a file or to create a file, then it creates a importer. So let's see some examples of no exception and how exception occurs. So the example one, see here, no exception, so the try clause will run. So see here the output is, yeah, your answer is 1. Since no error occurs because of uh, the 3 by 2, you can divide 3 by 2, which gives an answer of 1.5 or something. So it can be divided by 2, so it gives an error, it gives an uh, output of 1. So there is no exception here. The try block runs and we have skipped the exception block. So next we can see the second example. See here, it is saying that to divide 3 by 0. Sorry, you are dividing by 0. So here a 0 division error occurs. The except block handles it gracefully, preventing a crash. So there is no distraction in execution of program, as it runs the program but gives the correct output instead of terminating the program. So when it say about conclusion, the try except block is a vital part of Python programming. It helps us to detect and manage errors, keeps our code safe from crashes, and improves overall reliability.